Alright then. I suppose what we should be doing is having a look at this Savage SS to try and find out what was the matter with it the other day. For those of you that don't know, I took my Savage SS out for a little bit of a run at the weekend, and it would appear there's an issue with the battery, so we'll have a look at it and try and find out what is the matter with it. Oh bloody hell, got me dinner on the side here. Let's go and cook that in a minute. Chicken tikka masala. I don't normally have these kind of meals, but I got these ones for free. Who would turn down free food? It went out of date on the 27th of May, and the date today, what's the date today? The date today is the 3rd of June, so I think we'll be alright. Anyway, I want to know, what do you call the meal that you have in the evening? Dinner or tea or something else? I grew up calling it tea. Have some tea, it's tea time, having some tea, gonna have some tea, going home for some tea. Then I met the missus, she called it dinner. I think tea is a northern thing, I'm not really sure. Dinner down south, or is it the other way around? Don't know. Breakfast, lunch and tea is what it used to be for me. Now it's breakfast, lunch and dinner, because you've got to do what the missus says. She says it's called something, you call it that. Anyway, let me know where you live and what do you call it. And what do you call lunch? Surely it's just lunch. Some people call lunch dinner, and then the meal in the evening tea. Breakfast, dinner and tea. I think that's more of a northern thing though. Anyway, let's get that out of the way. I'm going to go and cook that, and while that's cooking we'll have a look at this Savage. Right, let's have a look at this. So I reckon the battery's just been flat for too long. Oh, by the bloody way, you lot, I've got a bone to pick with you. Right, yes, I've got a bone to pick with you. In the last video, when I took this Savage out, I had loads of people, because I went to that first field and the people turned up to do a bit of dog training, didn't they? Yes, they did, a bit of dog training. Now, if you don't understand, then that's fair enough. But what it is, dog training, when you're trying to train dogs, puppies in particular, it's very difficult to try and get them to be like the attention on the training. If they see any car, you lot are all blaming it on Nitro. That's the problem with Nitro, it's too noisy. Noise wasn't the problem. The problem was something zipping around the field. Yeah, so it could have been electric, it could have been anything. It could have been an electric RC car. It still wouldn't have been a good idea to be doing that. And I understand that. And these people are paying customers. They pay that field to be able to use it, and then the people who are the dogs are being trained, pay the dog trainer. So listen, I'm not in the business of being. I think that's a lot of the trouble why a lot of people get chucked off of fields, and then everyone just moans that, oh, it's everyone else's problem. I think a lot of the problem is the people with the RC cars come to places, and there's people either doing things, they've either paid to hire the field for something or another, football match or whatever, or it's just people out, I don't know. But sometimes I do wonder to myself, these people moaning that they get chucked out of parks and that, and people moan at them, are they the problem? I don't know, and I'm not pointing any fingers, but it does make me wonder sometimes. But anyway, I wasn't going to be annoying them, or, you know, because I understand, man. I grew up with dogs. We used to do a lot of dog training. We used to train dogs when I was a kid, and it is very difficult to get dogs that haven't been trained to keep their attention on the training. If there's something, there could be kids, there could be other dogs in the thing, there could be kids playing football, they want to chase the ball, they want to do this. So with a car buzzing around, it would have been a bit of a nightmare. And I'm not an idiot, I don't think. So, yeah. Anyway, I cooked my dinner. I'm going to be eating that while we're doing this. Let's get going. Right, so, what happened was, it was alright. It was buzzing around, and all of a sudden, it started putting the throttle on when you come off the brakes. So I thought to myself, that screw's a little bit too tight. When you come off the brakes, it's just pulling the throttle a little bit. And then all of a sudden the failsafe kicked in and we got no electric. And my little electrometer there, that thing, probably going to read full up now. Yeah, because the battery's been sitting. But that was reading 0. So, let's have a look at the battery, because I'm fairly sure, I need to do it this way round because I'm right-handed. I'm fairly sure, I might be wrong actually, I don't really know. I probably am wrong, I'm wrong with most things. But, I am fairly sure that I put in this a new battery. Because I had a spare one that I had in a car that I sold. And when I sell cars, I don't sell them with any batteries. They come as extra. And the person didn't want the battery. He said, no, 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 no. I have a battery. I don't want to buy a battery. So I said, that's great. That means I get to keep my battery. And I'll put it in here, I think. But I might be wrong. It wouldn't be the first time I've ever been wrong if I am wrong. So let's take this out. So what have we got in here then? We've got a Venom drive 6 volt. I think I'm wrong. I don't know. I can't remember what the one I put in it. The one I thought I put in it was. Let's see what kind of voltages it's got according to this little voltage meter. It will tell us somewhat of where we are with it. So according to this, it's got 74%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cells. 74% according to this. 6.55 volts. So it should be okay. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick it on a charge while I've got it out. Because I don't want to put it back in. I'm going to stick it on a charge now while I eat my dinner. And we'll see what it says after I've charged it. Because I did charge it up fully before I went out the other day. So I'll put it there, 1600 milliamps. I'll charge it at an amp. There we go. Let's charge it at an amp now. Oh, no battery. Ah, why have we got no battery? Oh, it would help if I actually connected the thing, wouldn't it? Yes, Johnny boy. It would help if I actually connected the wires. Now we should be on. Go. Right, it's charging at an amp. I'll see you in a minute. I don't usually charge my batteries at 1 amp. I normally charge them at about 500 milliamps. And I know I don't care for those of you who are going to say, well, you can charge it at more than that. You can charge it at 1C. You can charge it at 1.6 amps if you want, or whatever. I'm never in any kind of rush. If I'm in any kind of rush, I just don't bother. I'll go and do something else. If I can't do something how I want to do it, I don't do it. I go and do something else. So you can't harm a battery by charging it. I was going to pick one up, but I got none there. You can't harm a battery by charging it slowly. You can harm a battery by charging it too fast, or just fast in general. That's why you should never fast charge your batteries all the time. It's okay fast charging them now and again, because, well, it's just okay. But just don't fast charge them every single time that you want to charge them up, because it doesn't do them any good. Stuffing that electric in there, stuffing it in there. Imagine you, right? Imagine you. So right now and again, if you're a bit hungry and you're in a rush and you're like, well, I've got to eat, but I've got to go and I've got to eat. So you stuff it in, you feel a bit bloated, a bit stuffed, don't you? And you've eaten it a bit quick, but you're right, you carry on and you have a good old day. If you ate your food really fast without chewing it, without chewing it every single day, not only would you feel pretty bad, your stomach would not be happy with you, but it'll damage your organs, my friends. It will. I think it's your liver, or is it your kidneys? Can't remember. I think it's your kidneys. it damages something if you don't chew your food quick properly, and if you eat too quick all the time. Same as a battery. If you're stuffing that electric in there all the time, really quick, you're degrading the battery and you're damaging it from the inside. There was a saying when I was a kid, chew your food. Yeah? Chew your food. It wasn't really a saying, it was just something your parents say. Chew it, chew your food. Slow down, chew your food. There was a saying that went with it, but I can't remember what it is. Just remember, your battery is like a stomach. Yeah? You're putting food inside that, and you need to put it in slowly so that it can digest it. Digestion is, it needs to digest the electric and make it into energy to power whatever it is you're trying to power. It's not always best to be quick. Slower does always win the race eventually. By the way, there's that Savage 25. Some of you were asking about it the other day. Where's the Savage 25? Are you going to be doing anything with the Savage 25? Can you do a comparison video of 25, 21 and SS? I can do. Not at the moment. This one's not complete. It needs a shell on it, and I need to work out a way to put an antenna tube on it. It's not my one. It's somebody else's. It's stuck here for the moment until they're able to take it back. But when I've got it here, we can use it, and I can do a little bit of a side-by-side comparison. You won't find a lot different between the 21, the 25 and the SS. The SS, which is on the bench at the moment we're just looking at, is just a kit version of the 21 and 25. The 25 is the second generation, think of it like that. The 21 is the first generation of Savages. It had a .21 BB engine in it, and this has obviously got the .25, slightly bigger engine. That's pretty much it. There wasn't really anything else different. You could get the 25 with a reverse. I think you could get it with a reverse out of the box. I might be wrong. 25 gigs, correct me. But everything else, as far as I know, was more or less exactly the same with the 25 compared to the 21. It's just the engines that were different. Oh, obviously, the 25 comes standard with a roto start, and the 21 comes standard with a pole start, although you could buy a roto start separately and as an optional extra. But, I think those were the only differences. I'll tell you what I'll do. I don't normally do this kind of thing, but I'll do it just for you. Before I get all three of the Savages, and I might even chuck the Octane next to it and have all four Savages, before I get them all together, I'll do a little bit of research. I never do research, because the main reason is I'm far too lazy to do any research, but I should do really. But I only ever tell you stuff if I know it as fact. I don't ever tell you stuff that I don't know as fact. But you lot want to know all about the Savages, so I'll find out a few facts about them. If there was any actual other differences between the 25 and the 21. And then we'll have them all side by side and we'll see what the actual physical differences are and anything internally. I don't think there's a lot. This SS was fairly highly modified when I bought it. Well, when did I get this? I got this now probably 5 years ago. Must have been 5, maybe 6 years ago. And it was fairly highly modified. It had all of these axles on it. It had this GPM stuff on the side here, all this blue stuff, the under tray. Had a different engine in it. It had a 3.5 hot bodies, which I do slightly regret getting rid of. I think I swapped that for something. I can't remember what I've done with it now. I think I might have swapped it to a channel member for something else, but I can't remember what I got in return now. Did I get the crawler in return? Can't remember. I might have got a crawler in return. I may have got that in return for the engine. I genuinely can't remember what I got in return for it now. But yeah, the person I swapped it with probably going to be quite disappointed that I don't remember. But I'm afraid that's just me. I've got a memory like a sieve. Anyway, this is a fantastic truck, and I put in this LRP ZR32 engine because I just felt like it. And to be honest, I think it was a great decision. Yeah. I really do. This is taking a long time to charge. 14 minutes now. Anyway, speed up and then we'll have a look. Well, I can't be bothered to wait for that charge, so we'll turn that off. And what we'll do... Johnny! Boy! what we'll do is we'll put it in. I don't know what that is. Did I put a new servo in there? I think I might put a new servo in there. I don't know. I don't know if I did or not. Unless I worked on it a while ago. Might have worked on it before and put one in. But I can't remember. Either way, doesn't matter. So we'll put this on, this battery back in, I mean. We're not going to put it on, we're going to put it in. And go from there. I think, to be honest, I must be honest, because, well, honesty is always the best policy. I think there's nothing wrong with the battery. I think there's something going on at that place where I go. Now, there's nothing sinister going on there, I don't mean. There's nothing, it's just something strange. Because I've noticed that my cameras play up. Well, my camera, I've only got the one that I use there. My camera plays up when I'm there. But it doesn't play up anywhere else. The sound, or the audio, yeah, is perfectly fine when I use that camera here, or when I use it anywhere else. But when I'm there, it very often plays up. Now, why does that matter? Why does the camera matter with this? Well, that camera has got built into it 2.4, what the bloody hell's going on here? It's got built into it 2.4 gigahertz. Because you can attach like microphones and other rubbish to it if you want to. What the bloody hell's going on? I hate Savages. I bloody hate them. I mean, who invented them? Whoever invented a Savage needs to go slap around the face, because they've done a crap job of it. Anyway, it's got 2.4 gigahertz and Bluetooth and all that stuff built into it, because you can attach wireless microphones to it if you want to. Even though I did turn it off, I turned all that off because I don't use any of that. So I did turn all that off. But why does it only play up when I'm at that place? And if I'm anywhere else, the camera, you know, there's no problem with it at all. I don't get any audio problems. I don't get any other problems. So it makes me wonder, is there some kind of interference going on there, which made my failsafe kick in, because it was interfering with the radio gear. What the bloody... I don't know, I just... That's it. Did you invent this? Did you... Hello? Did you invent this? You did a good slap. Right, back in a minute. Right, we're 6.7 hours later now, and I think I've got it all in now. So, what was I saying? I can't remember what I was on about now. I was probably talking about something, and I can't remember what it is. Or what it was, I should say. Don't you dare do this to me now. What you need for one of these is a hammer, yeah? But I haven't got a hammer. Well, I have got a hammer, but... Why won't you go in? Come on. Right, back again in a minute. Oh, that was serious. I hate them, man. Bloody things. Right, that's too long now, but that's alright. We'll just let that flap around and get caught somewhere. So, put that back there. Now, what am I going to do? You're probably asking, what are you doing? You haven't even fixed anything. You haven't solved anything. What are you playing at? Well, I'll tell you what I'm playing at. I wanted to take the battery out and see what battery was in it, because I was sure I put a new one in it, and to be fair, it did look fairly new, but it weren't the one I thought was in it. I didn't know it was a Venom or whatever it is. I thought it was one of those other ones. What's the other ones? I thought I had a spare one here somewhere, but maybe I haven't. I could have shown you it, but... That's the one. Tornado. Oh, I thought it was a tornado. In fact, that's probably the one I thought was in it. Anyway, that doesn't matter. So it's got one in it. It seems alright. I'm just going to keep charging it and just use it. And to be honest, I don't really care if it does or it doesn't work. But there we go. But you can't always blame things on Nitro. Especially dog training. I don't like dogs. Well, I like dogs, but I wouldn't have one. But you got to empathise with people, man. You got to empathise. Anyway, I thought we could have a little look at it. I thought we could just chill out a little bit this evening. I've actually got some other stuff I probably should be doing. Like I've got this, well, I've got plenty of other stuff that I should be doing that's not anything to do with RC stuff. But I've got this Kyosho, whatever it was called. What's this called again? I forget what this is called now. Ha! How can I forget what it's called? It's a car. I got this. I've got to put the body posts on. I've even got a shell. Mr. Keith, the good old, is a channel member, a long-term subscriber. He sent me a shell, and so now I've got everything I need. All I need to go and get is some paint, and I can paint the shell. I've got to put the body posts on, and this is then a complete car. Really, I should be doing stuff like that, but this is the life of me. So the things that really I should be doing to get things buttoned up, I kind of ignore. And the stuff that I don't really need to be doing, but that just got a little bit more appeal, I end up doing. Oh well. And also, this little engine needs to be going in some kind of buggy or something for relatively soon. I've been looking around something crazy to try and find. You lot all wanted. You like the idea of a. What did you call it? I forget what you bloody called it now. What did you call it? It's called something. I forget what you called it. Buy a Nitro car. Tell you how much it cost. Repair it. Tell you how much every little bit that I needed to repair it was. Have a go of it. Sell it. Tell you how much was profit and how much money I made back or how much I lost or whatever. But you have a look around and you try and find yourself a Nitro car or even a petrol one at the moment for a reasonable price. There is none. Everybody wants stupid money for them, and I'd said it before and I'm going to keep saying it because I think it's ridiculous. You know, you used to be able to get them for, you used to be able to get a non-running Nitro car for something like 8 quid, you know, 10 quid. I think the most I ever paid was like 30 quid. And as we've gone the last 2 years, I suppose, they've gone up 60 quid, 70 quid, 80 quid. Now people want 130, 150 quid for non-running. They want, you know, for like what this was. You know, they want them for this type of thing, you know, one that's been in a shed for a long time. They don't know if it runs. They don't know, you know, no one knows. They literally say in the advert, was in a shed for 20 years, give me 150 quid. You know what I mean? It's like, what's the matter with you? Anyway, sorry. I just think people in this world have got more than one screw loose. I mean, I think I've got a few that are a bit loose now and again, probably a bit squeaky, but some people are completely out of this world. I'm in the middle of, I've got my nice bit of patch of grass over here. There's a coat hanger there for some reason, don't know where that came from. And this part is usually the best part of grass. However, we've got some sweet corn growing over there. This part, for some reason this year, has decided it wants to be dead. So I'm in the middle of watering it every single day, apart from when it rains, and hopefully it will come along to be quite nice. Also, giving that a bit of a lick of creosote as well. Need to fix that window. So we'll see. Hopefully it turns out to be quite nice. It used to be all lush. I used to have it all mowed perfectly, but for some reason, I don't know why, this year that part has decided it wants to be bald. If you're interested in agronomy and all that kind of stuff, Agronomy sounds like it's playing with your lady parts, doesn't it? But it's not. It's playing with grass. If you're interested in grass and all that kind of stuff, lawns and plants and whatever else, I might put a link to those videos here, perhaps if I remember. I never bloody remember. Thanks for hanging around with me this evening. I know we didn't really do a lot. Really, I just wanted it, I suppose you could call it closure. It's not really closure, is it? But I wanted to have a look at that with you because a lot of you was, well, I got the sense that you was kind of saying, well, Nitro is crap. Nitro is not crap. I wanted to sort of just have a look at the battery to see what was the deal with it. In fact, let's quickly, before I go, let's go and get the transmitter and see if it's working all right now. Because I am almost 100% certain. Did I finish what I was talking about with that? I don't think I did I? But I'm almost 100% certain that there's something interfering at that place where I normally go. And it wasn't there before, because it's only recently things have started to play up there. Like I say, my camera plays up there. We've had a few times when the audio's gone all crackly. It's only there. It's never happened anywhere else, and it hasn't, and it won't happen. It only ever happens there. And it interferes with my radios. So I think there's something on the 2.4 gigahertz band, or nearby that 2.4 gigahertz band, which is interfering with both the radios and my camera. One way to find out. Maybe I'll go there with a scanner and we'll scan to see what frequencies there's interference there. That could be a good way of doing it. Only trouble is, I gave my scanner away to somebody, well, I lent it to them, and it never came back. Just like everything else that I used to lend out. Anyway, let's go and get the transmitter. Alright, so I'm not going to do anything else in this video, so you can go to sleep if you want to, but just to finish this up, got the radio here. It's saying it's fully charged, and it is all working. It seems to be alright. There's no servo saver on this, I must remember that, I always forget. But the throttle does seem a bit slow, look. And that's going to there. It's going to go down to the red in a minute. Oh no. I don't think these Tower Pro things are particularly reliable, if I'm perfectly honest. I don't really think they measure the voltage particularly. Oh, failsafe has kicked in, but that's still reading high, and it's definitely on 6 volts, isn't it? Yep, it's definitely on 6 volts, not 4.8. But we ain't got no, we've got steering, but we've got no throttle. So maybe it is the battery. Perhaps my theory of the I don't know. Anyway, I'll put another battery in it just to save all the comments. It's the battery, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to put a new battery, I'm just going to tell you I am. See you later, take care, thanks for watching.